AITA for asking too many questions during lecture, prompting my professor to dislike me. At the time, I was so embarrassed and mad over this situation that I deleted my account out of frustration. But to be clear, your advice has not fallen on deaf ears. I finally accepted my judgment and immediately apologized to my professor. I told him I was seeking out professional help to try and solve this problem. He apologized for reacting the way he did and hugged me before we went over some of the concepts I asked about in his class. As for me, I sought out professional help from a therapist. I told her my background, which I believe led to my behavior in college. Basically, when I was in high school, I had the opposite problem described in the post above. Teachers always criticized me for being lazy and turning my work in late. On my final day of high school, my science teacher told me to give up on med school. He told me that with my current attitude, I would never succeed in an environment where dozens of other more talented pre-meds would compete to get into medical school. His words really stuck with me, and I got very anxious because of it. Before I started, I promised myself that I would be more engaging and ask more questions in lecture to show the professors that I really cared. While this approach raised my GPA in college, it alienated my classmates. My mind was racing every lecture, and I felt compelled to ask a question, literally any question, or feel like a failure. After hearing about this, my therapist suggested I see a psychiatrist, who put me on SSRIs. Ever since taking these meds, the impulse to shoot my hand up and ask a question has become more controllable. Furthermore, my anxiety is under control and I feel more hopeful about the future. I told my molecular biology professor about my situation and he told me that instead of looking at my fellow classmates as competitors I have to elbow out of the way to succeed, I should consider them as teammates to help lift up. So I did just that. I agreed to join him in office hours where he and I would help other pre-meds in his class and other classes. He also teaches biochemistry, prepare for their final exams. I ended up finishing his class with an A, and if that wasn't the cherry on top, I found out he also played Warzone. We exchanged gamer tags and we've been playing a lot of DMZ online as teammates. Occasionally he gets frustrated with me cause I keep dying a lot in game, but we still get along. I will be applying to medical school this year and he has offered me an opportunity to do research with him over the summer to help boost my application. I am very thankful to him for this opportunity and to you all for helping me snap out of my arrogance. Thank you.